Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It is a Monday morning. We are jumping into a brand new week right here. I hope you've had a good weekend. Hope you've had enough fun, enough time to rest, and ready to tackle this new week. Our teacher for this week is Carl Jung. And Carl Jung is, of course, a really famous name. He is considered to be the father of analytical psychology during the first half of the 20th century. He understood that in the pursuit of creating a clear science of human consciousness, it would be impossible to exclude spirituality. He knew that as humans, we have brains and systems that find deep meaning in something bigger than ourselves, and it would be impossible to study human psychology without including that. Danae, a very good morning. Happy Monday to you. Welcome to a new week. It's great to see you live with us. So the first thought from Carl Jung today is, the decisive question for man is he related to something infinite or not? He says, we all ask that question. We all come to that conclusion. Are we related to something infinite or not? That is the telling question of his life. Only if we know that the thing which truly matters is the infinite, can we avoid fixing our interests upon futilities. The more a man lays stress on false possessions, and the less sensitive he is for what is essential, the less satisfying his life is. He feels limited because he has limited aims, and the result is envy and jealousy. If we understand and feel that here in this life we already have a link with the infinite, then our desires and attitudes change. I think that is so well worth taking to heart. Let me go through that last sentence again. If we understand and feel that here in this life we already have a link with the infinite, then our desires and our attitudes change. Hey Maggie, a very good Monday morning to you. Hello. Jung could see clearly that even reaching the greatest heights of material success didn't manifest in a happy life if it was devoid of deeper meaning and lacked an understanding of how we are connected to what is bigger than ourselves. So as always, on a Monday, we'll take a moment to become clear about what our goals are for this week, what it is that we want to create this week, what are the boxes that we want to have checked off by the end of this week. But also this week, we take an opportunity to pause on this question. What is it that gives my life meaning? Carl Jung says, the least of things with meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without meaning. And of course, I couldn't agree more. It doesn't matter what big things we achieve. If we don't find meaning in our lives, we feel very lost. The last thought from Carl Jung is, as far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light of meaning in the darkness of mere being. The single sole purpose of human existence is to make sure that we have meaning in our lives. Somebody, good morning. Happy Monday. Awesome seeing you. Welcome to a brand new week. So let's get right into today's meditation and pay attention to what it is that gives our life meaning. If you're ready, you can close your eyes and we'll float away together, starting with the first few big breaths. Here we go. Take a deep breath in and out. breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your air, also raise yourself up. Lift the top of your... And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and even drop your head. You can continue with your full body breathing on your own time. With every inhale, become aware of how your whole body slowly rises. With every exhale, feel into how every cell in your body slowly falls. On a Monday morning, as we step into a new week, I really love reminding you of what exactly it is that you're busy doing right now. You are being the teacher to this body. You are taking this body by the hand. You are sitting this body down and you are letting this body know, hey body, here is how I want us to do this. So let's spend a few moments having a conversation about having a regular mindfulness practice. This is one example of a mindfulness practice, and there are many more. It is really important that we have some kind of mindfulness practice that happens preferably every day. Because our environment is always going to be a bombardment of things that interact with our nervous system. This nervous system was designed to keep this body alive. So it's very possible that this nervous system gets triggered in some kinds of ways, perhaps in big ways and small ways, but for the most part consistently. Consistently, daily, this nervous system has to respond to an environment full of triggers. And if we don't have some kind of a mindfulness practice every day that helps this nervous system kind of clear the whiteboard. Imagine a whiteboard with lots of scribbling on it. And we never get to clear that whiteboard and give ourselves a new page to start from. Our nervous system starts accumulating the baggage, and our internal dialogue might become more and more unhelpful without us noticing. A daily mindfulness practice reminds us of what we want our inner narrative to be. How is it that we want these inner conversations to go? And then we have the opportunity to catch ourselves when that inner conversation becomes disempowering. So this is what you're doing right now. You're sitting your body down, letting your body know that here is how I want us to do this. I want us to stop for big breaths, slow breaths, every time it feels like there's outer pressure fighting for our attention. And before we give anything outside our attention, we'll make sure we are grounded and pay attention from a grounded place. We have the last couple of breaths of this phase to do together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left, forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, take a moment to focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left. Lean your upper body over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips in to your body and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. So as you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And then breathe all the way into your belly as if there is a balloon in your belly that you're filling up. Hold your breath. but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself standing at the start of a brand new week. Like seeing your toes sticking over the edge of the pool and you are ready to dive in. Take your next big breath. As we step into a new week, we're taking the opportunity to be intentional about the week ahead. When we're not being intentional, we risk being on autopilot, acting and reacting to the world in the same old ways that we have reacted in the past. And if we keep reacting to the world in the same old ways, we will keep recreating the past over and over again. So we'll take the opportunity to be intentional about how we want to step into the week and how we want to respond to whatever life brings us this week. Let's start with what is known about the week ahead. What is already in your calendar? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, remind yourself of some of the things that lie ahead for you this week. What are some of the things you want to get done? What are some of the places you need to go this week? Who are some of the people that you need to see this week? As you take a deep breath, as you dive deep into you, take a walk through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and create as clear a picture as you can of what your week looks like. Take your next big breath. What are you creating this week? Perhaps you have a specific goal or some specific goals this week. And they come to your mind clearly when I ask, What are you creating this week? Perhaps you have a specific deadline, something quite concrete with a date set to it. And if I ask, what are you creating this week? It's pretty easy to define that deadline. But there's a whole spectrum in how we create. Every interaction with every human being we have this week creates relationships. We all have to eat daily. Every time we put our hands to making food is an act of creation. It could be an act of really loving your body. Just the way we show up in our homes create everything in our homes. How we react to our thoughts and our emotions create our whole life. What are you creating this week? Is there some way of how you show up this week that you would like to pay particular attention to? So let me slightly change the question. How are you showing up this week? Or how is it that you want to show up this week? Take your next big breath. Take a moment to transport yourself all the way through this week to the end of the week, standing in the next weekend and looking back. If you had a checklist for the end of the week, what would that checklist look like? What are some things for which you'd like to say, I got this done, I got that done? What are some things for which you'd like to say, I got started on this one, I made progress on that one? What does your checklist look like for the end of this week? Take your next big breath. Carl Jung's message for us this morning is that a life lived without meaning is a much harder life to live. That having meaning makes it easier to deal with the difficulties that life naturally brings. So let's explore this for a moment and hopefully take this into the week with us. Paying attention to what it is that gives our life meaning. And is there perhaps something more we can do about this? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, here's a very simple question. What moves you? Perhaps you have some clear answers to this, or perhaps not. See what it feels like. What moves you? Take your next big breath. Let's ask this question in various different ways. What moves your heart and your soul? What comes to mind for you when you ask yourself that question? What moves my heart and my soul? Take your next big breath. What moves your emotions? The same question still really, but more specifically, what moves your emotions? Take your next big breath. What thoughts, emotions, ideas, topics make you feel like you must go out and do something about it? What comes up for you in your daily life, in your weekly life, that makes you feel like here's something to take action on? Take your next big breath. And now the really big question is, how much time do we spend on things that just don't move us at all? And it might be easy to feel that we have a job that just doesn't move us. But for the moment, the thing that we have much more control of is outside of that job. How many things do we give our attention and our energy to even though they just don't move us at all. It could be something as simple as the music we listen to. Nothing about it's inspiring, nothing about it moves our emotions. It could be the things we watch. I almost want to say on TV, I don't know if that really counts anymore. Everything we watch, the things we binge, consume hours of, and just doesn't move us at all. So here's the thoughts that I'd love us all to take into this week. Can we pay attention to the things that really move us and ask, how do I do more of this? How do I do more of what moves me? And can we pay attention to everything we give energy to that really just doesn't move us? And ask the question, how do I do less of this? How do I spend less time on things that just doesn't move me? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, make the firm decision that you'll spend less time on things that don't move you and more time on the things that do. Take your next big breath. We'll take one more big breath together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time a few thoughts from Carl Jung that we can carry into our week. He says, the least of things with a meaning has more worth in life than the greatest of things without any meaning. He says, as far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light of meaning in the darkness of mere being. If we understand and feel that here in this life we already have a link with the infinite, then our desires and our attitudes change. What moves you? Can you keep yourself open to that question the whole week? And this whole week, pay attention to the things that move you. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and you are invited to say your own. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for the privilege of standing at the start of a brand new week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for a moment to become clear about my week ahead and how I choose to show up in this week ahead. Take a deep breath in. Of course, I fully expect to not be perfect, even though I set a clear intention for this week. But thank you for learning how to be kind to myself and simply redirect myself when I realize I'm not on the track that I set for myself. A gentle redirect, as many times as it takes. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the awareness of what moves me and the energy I spend on things that just don't move me. I will pay attention this week and spend less time on the things that just don't move me. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for jumping into this week along with us. Charlene, a very good morning. Happy Monday to you. And Linda, good morning. It's great seeing you. Happy Monday. Almare, good morning. Thank you for jumping into this week along with us. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Sunmuddy. Thank you, Maggie. Sending you all a ton of love. I am convinced you'll have a great week. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.